So Dan, I'll reflect on it quickly because there's so many, but things that immediately come to mind. If it's all about you, and you're not spending the time developing the team and the people, you're going to fail. I mean, you're just not going to make it because it's all about the people. Number one. Number two, I think you better be a great communicator because with any complexity or anything, if somebody can explain what we're doing and how these different groups all fit into the total, you're going to fail. So I've actually simplified this for myself, Dan, to say the two most important things you have to be able to do is what I'll call people and communicate. And when I say the word people, that's shorthand for me, Dan, for attracting, recruiting, hiring, and getting open, honest, continuous feedback, retention. That's what I mean by the word people. And when I say the word communication, it means making sure that every single person, Dan, every person understands what we're doing, how what they're doing fits in, what we're trying to accomplish overall, and we don't just tolerate or encourage, we require people to challenge, as we said before, we're not trying to be right. And Dan, to show you how important it is, people will say to me, well, Harry, in 14, 15 different jobs at Baxter, where did you spend most of your time? And it's interesting, Dan, I actually took the time to reflect on it, and I don't mean senior, I mean virtually any job I was ever in, of any manager or leadership job, between this people piece and the communication piece, those two, Dan, added up to about 95% of my time. And I got to tell you, even strong leaders will say to me, wait a minute, whoa, if you're spending 95% of your time on people and communication, when do you get anything done? Of course, I always have to explain to folks, if, that famous two-letter English word, if you've got all the right people, not 3 out of 6, or if I got 6 out of 6, if I got all the right people, and if everybody knows exactly what to do, what else is there to do? What else is there to do? But the reason I get challenged on this one a lot, Dan, is, if we're honest, most people don't have all the right people. In fact, I've studied this enough now, Dan, that I realize, and I've done this across a couple hundred organizations, the average person at any level with 7 people reporting to them, now, they could have 5, they could have 12, but just say 7. The average person with 7 direct reports, 2 of those 7 should absolutely not be in that job. They shouldn't, okay? But they're there because we don't want to tell them. We hope they move. Maybe they'll just leave. We're not going to deal with it. And what ends up happening is that person who feels they need to get the job done, they do the work of the 2 people that aren't doing their job, which creates a real problem because the 5 really good people, they got no direction on what to do. Okay? And no wonder things go crazy. So those are things that come to mind for me.